Hello, hello, welcome back to my cast. Once again, this is going to be Andy, aka K-Site3, and I am here with game number 2 with Tulane versus University of Houston. In the bottom left corner, we have Slai, the yellow Zerg from University of Texas, and in the top right corner, we got ZeroPoint, the purple Zerg player from Tulane. We got the map Tal'Darim Altar, which is the largest map in the map pool. Not only that, we also have a cross spawn. So, despite the fact that this game is a ZvZ, which is generally a one-base game, and one-base games tend to be pretty short, I would not be surprised if this one actually happened to go to a macro game because of the map. I mean, like, the travel distance to get to your base. Oh, my phone is totally ringing. I'll answer that later. Too busy casting, man. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-da-dum. I lost my train of thought now, man. This is not cool. It looks like we got a gas pool opening from ZeroPoint, and it looks like we're probably going to be seeing a 15 hatch from Slai. Not a whole lot to talk about in the early game. I'm a little, yeah, we got 15 hatch coming from Slai. A little embarrassed to say that I haven't played StarCraft in like 2-3 weeks or so, or something like that, because I've been playing pretty much Skyrim nonstop. Way too addicting. And so, we'll have to see how this affects the macro game. Obviously, I think I actually dislike a gas pool opening on this map because it's so big. I don't think that like cheese is like so rare on this map because, you know, like the travel distance is so long. Drones getting pulled off the line off the gas except one, so it looks like speed is going to be coming along the way, and this one drone is going to be continuing to mine gas. It might be that he's going for a roach opening as well, but we'll have to see. 4 lings now on the way for ZeroPoint. They're going to be able to finally spot where his opponent has spawned. Meanwhile, the 15 hatch is going to be coming up for Slai. Interesting spawning pool placement over here, protecting this side. Slai finally working on the gas, and should probably Maynard some drones over, unless he hasn't seen that, you know, his hatchery has finished. And he does indeed see it because he's building a queen out of there. And it looks like we are going to be seeing banelings from Slai. I was really hoping to see a macro game, but no. ZvZ is just so similar to the older PvP games. And looks like these Zerglings are going to be seeing each other as they arrive. ZeroPoint should know that his opponent opened hatch first, just by the fact that the hatchery is up before his is finished. And it looks like ZeroPoint also going to be working on banelings as well. He's getting a very good scouting in. I don't believe Slai has been able to see anything besides this hatch. So it looks like ZeroPoint, with the speed advantage, going to be able to secure his map much more easily, presumably. I would actually like it a lot more if he secured the watchtowers with his speed upgrade. But it looks like Slai now has speed of his own, so whatever advantage that ZeroPoint had in the beginning is now gone. These two Zerglings are going to be able to spot the banelings, so we may have a Ling Bling micro action soon. Second spine crawler coming up for Slai. I really like the position of this evolution chamber. Now units can't run up this way; they all have to go through this area. More Baneling's going to be morphing in for ZeroPoint, and Slai is actually working. Looks like he's working a lot more on drones than attacking units. He's only got just a couple links here and several watching the watchtowers. I do like that a lot more. ZeroPoint keeping his banelings alive. Spine Crawler going to be able to poke that Zergling to death. Not going to be able to see what's going on in the main base. No lair yet for either player, it looks like. And of course, as I say that, Slai is working on it as I speak. And it looks like ZeroPoint now going to be working on roaches as well. Obviously, because he kept that drone in gas. Looks like ZeroPoint going to be working on his lair of its own. And no real big engagement as of yet, which is really not that surprising because, the map's so huge, but I actually expected a little more aggression from the early Baneling nest, but it looks like he just got that for defense in case a big Ling run by were to come by. Looks like both players are going to be working on the destructible rocks, and it looks like Slai going to be able to get his down much more quickly. Slai now working on a spire. Also working on both his third and fourth gases. I'm actually not sure how much I like this from Slai. Like, his second base is not at all saturated, and he's presumably going to be working on a third base as well. ZeroPoint, on the other hand, is fairly saturated as his main, and very saturated at his natural. So if we go back to the link income tab, we have a 10 drone deficit from Slai. And obviously the longer that goes, the longer that'll favor ZeroPoint. But ZeroPoint might be faced with Mutalisk fairly soon, and if he doesn't get up a Hydralisk, then he might be in a little bit of trouble. Slai obviously going to be saving up a lot of his gas. Looks like he's going to be able to make about 8 mutas once the Spire finishes. And Slai cleverly defending his base with mostly spine crawlers so that he can get his Mutalisk up. And so we do have 8 Mutalisks coming out, and from ZeroPoint it looks like we've got a bunch of spine crawlers. So, oh wow, we got 5 spine crawlers in the natural, and it looks like we got 4 in the main. This is going to be able to, oh wow, he's going to be getting a Hydralisk then as well, so it looks like ZeroPoint going to be completely aware of what Slai is up to. Slai going mostly for Mutaling Bling makeup, while ZeroPoint is going to be going for a Roach Hydra mix. And I guess the third would be a little vulnerable. Spore Crawler's now just getting up there. The first Mutalisk is going to be getting in. It's going to be a spot that is heavily defended by Spore Crawlers. 5 might be a little, or 6 might be a little excessive. He must have gotten a really good scout out that Slai was going to be working on a slew of Mutalisks. I would have actually liked it a bit better if he got his Hydralisk then a little earlier and connected his bases with Creep Tumors, because Hydralisks are so effective against air units, and Mutalisks they go down pretty easily against Hydralisks who have the highest DPS in the game, if you didn't know. It looks like Slai going to be wanting to engage the third base, which does happen to be the weakest in the Spore Crawler count. But I mean, this is going to be defended pretty easily. The third base is up for ZeroPoint, while Slai is now just about to get it up. But drones have not completely saturated this space quite yet. Hydralisks now going to be joining the action. And, you know, like, the more time flies, the more ZeroPoint is going to be able to have to lead this. Looks like Slai is going to be losing a few Mutalisks to these Spore Crawlers. ZeroPoint cutely transfusing the Spore Crawler. These Mutalisks are fairly low. It looks like the Mutalisk production has mostly stopped. Nope, never mind. He's going to be committing to this. And the longer this game goes, ZeroPoint should be getting a bigger lead because he's been working primarily on drones, and those, you know, like, some of those drones have obviously been made into Spore Crawlers, but I mean, the income tab should show that ZeroPoint is going to be heavily favored. Still got like a 12 drone lead. Looks like we got a pretty big move out with the Speedlings by Slai. The Roaches that were at the third is now going to be defending this area. I would really like it a bit more if ZeroPoint had a better creep spread. I don't see any creep tumors actually. There's one. It hasn't even been spread yet. Slai going to be checking the fourth and now going to be morphing in a bunch of Banelings. No doubt trying to take out this third. Looks like two Spine Crawlers are now going to be coming up for ZeroPoint at the third base, while the Mutalisks are going to be harassing at the natural. I would actually like it if the Mutalisks were to attack the main base, as to draw the units into the back so that the Banelings can get free hits onto the hatch. But it looks like Slai has other plans, and he's going to get slaughtered for it. I mean, Roaches do so well against Banelings. I mean, like, hardly anything died in that engagement, and like, these Mutalisks are going to be pretty easily cleaned up by Hydras, and you like the infinite number of spores that ZeroPoint has. I mean, this is going to be really, really difficult to win with Mutaling as Slai, with the amount of defenses that ZeroPoint has. Slai does have a fourth base up, and he's obviously keeping ZeroPoint at his base because you know, the imminent threat of Mutalisks coming to harass your mineral line is definitely there. But these Spore Crawlers are doing a hell of a job defending for ZeroPoint. I would actually not be surprised if ZeroPoint moved out pretty soon, because his bases are so well defended with static defenses. It looks like ZeroPoint going to be working on that hive, and he is going to be moving out with the Roach Hydra. And this is the main problem with going Roach Hydra on a large map without creep sped, and it's that Hydras are very, very slow without creep. And they got a move speed of 2.25, which is the same speed as a Zealot. But being that they're such high DPS shooters, it would obviously benefit them more if they had a higher move speed. It looks like, and Roaches obviously have a move speed of 3 when they have a move speed upgrade. Looks like the fourth is going to be taken, not quite yet. Looks like the Mutaling is going to be getting in here. The Ling's just instantly dying against the Hydra mix, and the Hydra should be able to take out the Mutalisks fairly easily. Looks like the Hydra numbers were a little low, but I mean, that's no matter. Hydras have the highest DPS in the game. And against the high DPS unit, Mutalisks don't do too well. So the fourth base is going to be taken down. And ZeroPoint is also going to be grabbing a fourth as well as he's attacking. I love that. I mean, obviously you should probably... actually, you know, I think that he's keeping these Banelings in back on purpose. So I'm not going to comment on that, because Ling run by can definitely be possible. Spine Crawlers trying to reposition themselves, and it looks like ZeroPoint is actually not going to be engaging, so that is going to work, and the Ling Run By is going to... Oh! Just as the fourth finishes, that kind of does suck because his fourth base is completely undefended. So the fourth base is going to be taken out, but Slai is going to have a very difficult time defending this regardless, and it looks like ZeroPoint also has worked on Infestors as well. All these transferring drones are going to die. Banelin's blowing up on Roaches, which is never a good thing, because Roaches have a lot of HP, and they're also armored, which means Banelin's going to do bonus damage against them. And I mean, like, these Hydras are freaking awesome! Fungal Growth going to be going down on the Zerglings. I actually don't like that too much, but I don't think it really even matters at this point, because, I mean, ZeroPoint, like, pretty much can't lose anymore. I would have personally liked a better pre-spread from ZeroPoint, because he obviously knew that he was going to be going for Roach Hydra, but this game was played very, very well against Slai. I mean, the Spore Crawlers got up like pretty much just before all the Mulus has arrived, and like, this is not penetrable by Mulus. And despite the fact that he spent so many drones on these Spore Crawlers, I mean, he spent like, holy mother of God, like maybe pretty much over 20 drones on static defense. He still had a big drone lead against his opponent, and was able to defend against all the run-bys and the Mulus harass, and you know, like, while the fourth did get taken out, I mean, like, remembering to expand over here as he's pushing onto the enemy's fourth and the third was phenomenal. Great play from ZeroPoint, and game 2 is going to be going to Tulane. So the stance is now going to be 1-1, and I'll be right back with game number 2, or I'm sorry, game number 3.